Here with UCM head coach Flip Piontek. Flip, you've been through probably about a third of the season so far, I guess.
A third of the season, and game-wise, yeah.
Game-wise.
But really just starting off, just really 2 weeks in for the actual length of the season. So
Right. And arguably probably one of the toughest schedules seen in the country. How do you feel about
I'll put my schedule up against anybody's in terms of, well, I got 3 losses, but right now they're 1, 2, and 5, so...
If you have to have 3 losses,
I'm going to say you got to have. I'd rather not have them, but those are pretty good ones. So.
Right. How do you feel about your team as far as how have they come along in the last couple of weeks?
You know, 5 and 3 is not what I would have expected at this point in time. Although you really have to give some credit to the teams that we faced. I mean, we faced good competition for a reason, and I really wanted to see where we would stand. Okay, the thing that is the most beneficial to me was seeing how the team responded after the first week, and then the second weekend of play, how they competed at a different level at the second week. And so for me, that was really the important thing. If we'd have competed like we did the first weekend, we would have done very poorly against Tampa. Now, we didn't win against Tampa, but we had the opportunity to just give up after we were down 2-0. But quite frankly, I felt like the most important part of the season so far was games 3, 4, and 5 against Tampa. The fact that we could put ourselves in position to get to a 5th game. If I could take the first 5 points of that game away, I mean, when we rotated, it was 7-1, and on the rotation, and from there on out, it's 8-8. They beat us 15-9. So if I could just take the very beginning of Game 5. But again, the players didn't stop playing. It's tough to come back in those short 15-point games, but except for the first 5 or 6 points of the game, I mean, we did just great. So the ability of them to compete was what we were looking for against good teams, and I really think that's going to help us down the road.
Talk about Paula Harris a little bit. She won Conference Player of the Week. She's among the nation's leaders in kills, and percentage, things like that.
Yeah, but she should be. She's a 5th-year senior. She's one of our go-to players. So for her, you don't want to take it lightly, but we expect a lot of her because of the position that she's worked herself into over the course of the last 4 years here. So her strengths are her quickness, her speed to the ball, which causes opposing teams lots of problems. And so, as much as I'm really, really happy for her, the recognition for players of the week and stuff in the conference is really not what we're looking for. If that comes, that's a great thing. For the type of hit that Paula has requires a good pass or a good dig, a good set, and then finally she gets the fun part to end the play. So, there's a lot of things that have to happen before Paula gets the hit. But it's just indicative to me of the seniors and how well they're playing and how well they're taking control of the team and making them play hard when we get the competition is good.
Right. This weekend you've got 2 in-state schools coming to town, Lindenwood and Drury. Have you guys prepared for these 2 matches coming up this weekend in practice?
Actually, really in practice, Monday we didn't do anything at all preparation-wise except for correcting things that we did wrong this weekend. So for us, Monday was a long day and a hard day of practice, but we didn't do a lot of preparation for Lindenwood. And actually today, we won't do much for Lindenwood either. We'll look at a little film tomorrow. We'll do Lindenwood tomorrow, and we'll do Drury on Friday in terms of the preparation for the weekend coming up. They're very similar teams. They're both very solid teams. They're both experienced teams. Lindenwood just came off a weekend. They were at the Southwest Baptist Tournament and beat 3 MIAA teams. They beat Northwest Missouri 3-0, and if that doesn't get your attention, I don't know what will, because Northwest Missouri gave us everything we wanted in both our matches last year. So both of those teams will be very good. Pittsburgh State, after they were at the Peggy Martin Challenge last Friday, they went to Drury on Saturday, and Drury beat Pittsburgh State. So, I mean, I think that the players understand that we're not playing Tampa or Concordia this weekend, but the competition, Drury and Lindenwood, they don't know that they just want to beat us. They don't really care who we are, and if we play poorly or have a letdown, I think that will be sorry. So I think we have their attention. The players are doing a good job.
Hey, Coach Flip Piontek, thanks for your time.
Okay. No